What's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're reviewing the e.l.f. collab with Jkissa to the Rescue collection. This is the second collab with this influencer with e.l.f. Cosmetics. It is a limited edition, and yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, what my thoughts are, well then definitely keep on watching. Alright guys, so I want to start off by saying that I am making a video today because I have seen so many of your guys' comments telling me that I am a positive distraction for what's going on in America and going on in the world, frankly. And I really hesitated putting out videos this week because I just felt that it really wasn't my place to put out videos. I really wanted other voices and other faces to be seen right now, but you guys have all said that I was a welcome distraction. My friend said it's a welcome distraction, so that's why I'm here today. I'm also here because I actually want to use my platform to speak on these matters, because if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, mostly Instagram, I am fighting hardcore for Black Lives Matter, saying where you guys can go donate, where you guys can sign petitions, where you guys can help to get your voices heard. I'm always talking about the issues on my Instagram. I haven't really brought it over to YouTube as much because I've been kind of staying away from YouTube. I've kind of been staying away from social media as a whole in general. But I do want to let you guys know that I'm not oblivious to what's going on right now. I'm very much for Black Lives Matter, but I also want to be here to use my platform to say, if you guys don't know how to help or how to get your voice heard, I'll have all the information linked down below where you guys can sign petitions, where you guys can donate, and where you guys can honestly make a change here in America, because we truly do need a change. It is 2020, and the fact that there's still inequality is just... it's something that I don't understand. Like, I really don't understand. So I just want to make sure that I use this platform to get the information out there, because I want people to know, because some people really don't know how they can help. And I want to let you guys know that every voice matters. Your voice matters. We can make a change here in America. We really can. We already made a change this past week with getting the officer charged from 3rd degree to 2nd degree and getting the rest of the officers charged. And now we're looking into other cases like Breonna Taylor, who is a Black officer, was shot and killed in her home. They reopened her case because of everything that's going on in America and everybody fighting for justice. So that is why I'm here, to also let you guys know that I'm here, a part of it, and I'll have everything linked down below. And yeah, with that said, we'll go ahead and dive into this collection. So if you guys don't know who Jkissa is, she is a beautiful YouTuber here on YouTube, and she does amazing, wonderful, colorful looks. This is actually her second collaboration with e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is her biggest collection to date because it has an 18-pan eyeshadow palette. It has a cool like duochrome eye thingamabob right here, and it also has a brush set. So this eyeshadow palette right here, this does retail for $20. There are 18 shades in this palette, and what's really cool about this eyeshadow palette is that she really wanted it to be about color, because she loves color. She's very known for her color, but she wanted to be like the perfect rainbow for her. What I really love about this is the meaning behind this. So she is very much into adoption and rescuing dogs. She has 2 pit bulls that she's obsessed with. So what I love about this particular collection is the cause behind it. So she's very much into adoption. Like, she loves adoption and rescues, and she really loves pit bulls. One of her favorite organizations is the Angel City Pit Bulls over in, I believe it's LA. Angel City Pit Bulls, yeah, over in LA. And she wanted to support them. So every single shadow name in here are dogs that are up for adoption, and dogs that she knows personally in her life, or her own dogs as well. So I think that's really cool that she's trying to get these dogs out there, trying to get their names out there, trying to get them adopted. I think that's freaking fantastic. e.l.f. is also doing something really cool. If you guys take a picture and you do the hashtag eyes, lips, face, paws, e.l.f. is going to donate $1 to the Angel City Pitbull Rescue. And what's really cool is that they're going to max it out to $25,000 worth of donations to them, and it's going to be good until the end of June. Now, this whole organization is a volunteer base only, so they do not get paid whatsoever. They do this all on their own time, their own free will, and this money can really help them go a long way, can help other dogs get adopted, and I just really love the cause behind it. I think that's so freaking cool. Now, as much as I love this packaging right here, when I actually opened up the eyeshadow palette itself, I was like, whoa, because this is a blank palette. And if you guys haven't seen her video, she talks the reason why she has a blank palette is because she wants you to design it herself. So every single palette is going to have an insert. Normally you have like a clear plastic insert to protect the shadow. This time you have stickers. And what is so freaking cool is that you guys can take it, the stickers, and you guys can design your own palette. How freaking sick is that? You can literally design the own cover of your palette. Like, she definitely did a beautiful job designing hers. Like, she has her two favorites because she has her dogs on here. But you can design it so that no one else has the exact same looking palette as yourself. I mean, I'm sure you could if you guys copied each other, but I love the fact that you get to create your own eyeshadow palette. I think that is so cool. Kind of kiddie in a way because it reminds me of being a kid and doing arts and crafts, but I still love the concept behind it. So I think it's really cool. I cannot wait to decorate mine. Now, also in the collection, it does come with this dual stick right here. This is called Suki to My Heart. You have two different shades. You have this white shade and you have like this green shade right here. So this is how the green shade is gonna look. Kind of more of a like metallic shade with a little bit of flecks of glare inside. And then you also have this eye topper right here, which is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. That's going to be like a clear one, but when you put it on your eyes, it literally mixes with other shadows so well, super sparkly, and this retails for only $12. Now, the next one is a brush set that does retail for $25. Unfortunately, I did not buy the brush set because I have so many brushes that I just like, you know what, I don't need this brush set. But what's really cool is that brush set, all those brushes you won't find in any other e.l.f. collection. Those brushes were made for that collection and that collection only. Now, this collection is limited edition, so once it's gone, it's gone. Hopefully, because, you know, I don't want it to be like anything like Jaclyn Hill. Love her to death, but, you know, when she said her holiday highlighter collection, it was going to be limited edition. It's still around. It still gets restocked. So is it really limited edition? But I truly believe that when Jkissa says that hers limited edition, I really believe that it is. But it is sold inside Ulta as well as elfcosmetics.com. Now, it's really cool about buying from e.l.f. Cosmetics that they do offer Afterpay, and I like to throw in some full-size products. So I got this red carpet moisturizing lipstick along with the soothing eye powder set right here. Those are free little products that they threw in the bag. It's free of charge. I like to just do that for you guys. So now that I rambled on enough, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Ooh, we are starting off so close. Okay, so I'm not even gonna lie, guys. This is my 4th time trying to film this look. This look will be the death of me. It is complicated. And I think the reason why I find it so complicated is because I literally don't know the steps to this look. I'm basing it off of this photo right here, trying to be like, okay, I could do this, but I don't even know what shades were used. There's no information posted about this. All I know is that it is a freaking damn gorgeous looking eye look, and I'm like, I want to replicate this. I really want to be able to do this. I want to test my skills because with this palette, it is such a gorgeous palette, of course, and you could do a beautiful rainbow look. You could do some really colorful looks with this palette, but I wanted to try something that's more of what I gravitate to, and it's that. So I'm going to try and go for what I can. I can't guarantee good results, especially since this is my 4th time doing this look. Now, normally I show you guys, hey, look, I messed up. Let's do this all over again. But then when you realize that you're on your 4th time doing this look, you're like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and cut that part out. Clearly, it's not meant for you guys to see it, and it was horrible. And I was just frankly getting really frustrated. I can't even lie. I was getting so frustrated that it just wouldn't make a good video. So I went ahead and I deleted all that footage because there's just no point sitting here watching me do like this. Like, I mean, you guys might enjoy it, but like, I didn't enjoy it. So I think the reason why I'm struggling so much is just because as of lately, I just haven't really been into makeup that much. And the only reason why is just because everything that's going on. Like, if you guys have noticed, I have been very, very quiet here on YouTube. I haven't really posted much because I'm respecting everything that's going on in America right now and in the world, frankly. And I really, really support Black Lives Matter. And I really, 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 really want there to be a change in the system. So that's why I'm still doing these videos, because I really want to use my platform, use my voice. I'm very active on my Instagram when it comes to Black Lives Matters and posting all the information you guys need of how to donate, how to sign petitions, how to sign changes, like how to get your voice heard or how you can find help, because there's so many different places that you can actually utilize your voice. You utilize your right to vote to make changes here in America, and that's what we need. And that's why I'm here today, because I want to use this platform as well. So I'll make sure I have links down below where you guys can sign petitions, where you guys can sign petitions, you guys can donate. Really want there to be a change. And I guess for me, I find it so bizarre that in 2020 there's still racism. And I guess the reason why I don't understand it, some people may get mad at me for saying this, and that's okay, is that my parents raised me to not see colors. Particularly my mom, she raised me to not see color at all. She just raised me to see the person for who they are and not what they are. And it's just, I don't understand why there's still issues going around the world. And it really sucks. The inequality really, really sucks. And so I decided to take a break for a couple of days just to let the voices be heard, step back, and educate myself further. And yeah. Plus, you guys will notice my background has changed. And the reason why my background has changed is I also moved. I made sure I had pre-filmed videos so I could post, but I did move. And the reason why I moved is that I have been living at that apartment for 2 years. And that leaving that apartment was actually really, really bittersweet for me. And this is a subject that Corey doesn't necessarily care for me to talk about because he just feels that it's too personal, but I'm open book for you guys. And the reason why I had a hard time leaving that apartment was that that was the first apartment that I got by myself. So the first shade I'm gonna go into is I'm gonna go into the shade Thatcher right here. So on July 12th would mark 12-year anniversary with me and Corey being together. We got together when I was 18, he was 17. I was freshly out of high school. He was just entering his senior year, and we've been together ever since. And we did break up twice in our life, once when I was 22 and once when I was 28. Now, when I was 28, we did live together, but we did break the lease, and he dated someone else. I dated someone else, and we kind of just lived our life for a little while. And I got that apartment all by myself, and that was the first apartment that I got by myself in my own name. And I was very, very proud of myself because I was very, very scared to do that because I've only ever known life with Corey and being codependent on a man, and that was very scary for me. And it was a journey, it was an adventure, but it was one that I was super proud of, and I really, really liked how far I came, and I really loved my cute little apartment. I really did. And then eventually Corey and I got back together. He ended up moving in with me, and we've had that apartment for 2 years. Well, we always had a vision that this year we were going to rent a house because what we were paying for, because we live in Central Florida, it is really high rent wise. My apartment was 828 square footage, and that included a 5x5 storage unit that cost $130 a month on top of our already like 14 something rent. We knew we were in our house, especially since we have Kaya. She needs a place to run around in, and we were all geared up. Well, then coronavirus hit. And that really, really put a damper on everything for us because we were not expecting, obviously, to go through a pandemic. And at the time, we got a letter for renewal for our place. They wanted to jack the rent up another $75. We're like, this is freaking ridiculous that we are paying this much for this little space. But unfortunately, no places were showing apartments, no places were showing homes. Like there was nothing. All was all done online virtually. And I was like, this is ridiculous because you have to have first and last month's rent, sometimes security deposit. And I was like, we are literally screwed. Like we are literally screwed. We do not have the funds to do this. We are just now getting our unemployments. What do we do? Well, luckily, we were in contact with our leasing office this entire time saying, you know, we really, really want to upgrade if we're paying this much. We happened to find, like literally by luck, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $100 more. $100 more. We found a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're like, well, that's a no-brainer because we were just going to get rid of our storage unit. And once we got rid of our storage unit, it's going to be the exact same price that we were paying for the 1-bedroom for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We're like, how could we not do that? Like, we'd be stupid to pass up the opportunity. So we said yes, signed another 15-month agreement. Unfortunately, you know, I didn't want to rent another apartment. I really just wanted to rent a home because I needed more space. And I'm sick and tired of listening to people above me. It's just not a good time. But we said yes because we knew this is the only opportunity we had to do this, to get into a bigger space. And we were extremely, extremely grateful that we took this opportunity because it's a really gorgeous apartment. And so I now have my own studio to show you guys. And I actually am in the process of filming a before and after. So I did show you guys what my previous studio looked like sitting in my kitchen filming to what it's going to look like now. So my lighting's going to be really, really off because I used to have a really 3-panel LED strips that used to come down from the kitchen facing onto me, so really added to the lighting. And now I don't have that. I just have 2 box lights. So eventually I'm gonna have to get 2 more box lights, put it behind me so the background's lit up too. So my lighting's gonna be a little bit off, and I do apologize for that. But I just want to give you guys a heads up, like what was going on in my life and why I've been absent. Wow, that's stinging the crap out of my eye. Jesus. Okay, well, that's as good as it's gonna get for right now. I'm gonna go into the shade Tink right above that. It's just like this shade right here. I don't really know what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just I'm gonna go into Peaky instead. I'm just trying to create a look. I'm gonna go into this shade instead. I don't really like how that color looked. This palette is a very pigmented palette. It's a very pain palette too. And the pain palette is mostly from me, not from this palette. It's me. God, there's so much fallout. My God, there's just fallout everywhere. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know, if you guys do not like fallout, like extreme fallout, this might not be the palette for you. But I don't mind fallout. I mean, it does get everywhere. It gets all over the face. You just have to be forewarned about that. Like this blue, I rubbed it away and it already like kind of like, you see how it's staining right there? That's something to definitely just know when purchasing this palette, is the amount of fallout. But you know what happens? I mean, it is a vegan and cruelty palette and it is eye safe. So it's highly pigmented. And the way they press it can make it really pigmented as well. I'm about to call quits on this freaking look. All right, so I'm gonna go into Yosemite right there. I feel like I can't get it down. I don't know what is going on with me. I just feel like I am struggling so hard to get this good color down. I'm kind of mixing it between Paloma and Yosemite. I'm kind of mixing the two colors together, trying to mimic this eye look, and I just feel like I am sucking horribly at this. For some reason, it looks nice right here, but it is so patchy right here. Like super freaking patchy, and I don't know why. I don't like it. I think this looks so stupid. I do not like it. Every time I pack on a color and try to blend it out with another shade, it just ends up blending away and it's not staying as strong. I remember having a little bit of similar issues with my e.l.f. Ocean and Earth palette, having a little bit of similar issues as well. I just, I'm getting so frustrated. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease and, do shit. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into Thatcher right here. I'm gonna try to, just to blend in the, Jesus, man. This is getting everywhere. What is going on? Well, you know what? When in doubt, lashes out. Lashes can save majority of any eye look. I mean, I really stand by that lashes can really save majority of any eye look. So we are gonna have to definitely utilize some lashes today because this is getting just a little bit rough. Oh my God, that's completely blending itself away. What is going on? Why is it doing that? What is happening? Do you see that right there? See what I'm talking about? It's getting super patchy. All that is patchy. I literally do my step all the time where I put down my P. Louise setting base. I try putting the e.l.f. Soothe and Set Eye Powder Sheer to try to help maybe, and I just feel like maybe that's just freaking ruining it because it just looks like doo-doo right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly just come on here real quick. I just only used my P. Louise setting base. Do you guys see a difference between the two blues? This is laying down beautifully compared to this monstrosity. This, I mean, oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna show you guys this eye look now because this is just insane, the difference between the two. I am gonna say stay away from the e.l.f. Soothe Eye Primer because that is just pure crap. Clearly it does not work because just laying down my P. Louise setting base, this is so much prettier. So much prettier, and it's laying down beautifully, like so prettily. All right, so here we are, attempt number 5. Look at my palette, by the way. My palette is seriously getting so destroyed. This little mark you guys see right here, that's just from my water dropping on top of it, so don't think anything of it. This Paloma shade is definitely changing colors. I keep mixing brushes. The palette's getting really dirty. My brushes are getting, look at that. My desk is getting really dirty. This palette is just beginning to be a little bit too much for me to the point that I just don't want to play with it anymore. So since this is my 5th attempt and you guys already seen me do this look, I'm just gonna go ahead and just fast forward this whole thing. I'm gonna change up my look completely, but using similar colors. And I'm just gonna like, you know, fast forward it for you guys so you guys don't have to sit here and keep watching the same freaking thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm ready to finish this video because it's been like 2.5 hours me sitting here trying to do a damn eye look. So let's get started.
You don't wanna go, but I'm not staying. Say you found love, but I'm just staging. Oh, the fire's low, I'm broken inside. I'm still alive, I'm still alive. But you know that we might still get burned.
All right, guys, and this is the final look. Finally, we're here. I literally started filming at 1 o'clock and it is currently 6:08. I've never, ever have filmed this long, ever. It's really insane, but I have a lot to say about this eyeshadow palette. So I'll start off with some positives and I'll get into some of the negatives. But first off, I want to say I really, really, really adore this packaging. Yes, it's a blank canvas, but the fact that you guys can add stickers to it and really make it your own, I think that is so cool. I think it's so like, I don't know, it's so personal and it just allows you to create your own palette so that you know that no one else's palette is going to look like your own. I think that is freaking awesome. I really love that fact. I also love the fact that if you guys take a picture and post it to your Instagram and use the hashtag eyes, lips, face falls, the E.l.f. donates $1 for each hashtag. Angel City Pit Bulls. I think that is so freaking cool. They're going to max it out $25,000 of donations to this place, and they're also going to do it until the end of June. I think that is so cool. Now, when it comes to the actual palette, on the inside, I really love the mirror on this palette. I think the mirror is such a really decent size. It has gotten so dirty because I have used the crap out of this palette today. It's gotten so dirty, but I really do love the mirror size. I think it's fantastic. Now on to the physical shadows themselves. I definitely say that the shadows are very pigmented. It is a cruelty-free and vegan palette, and it's also safe for the eye, which is amazing. I don't know if any of the reds or the purples are going to stain the eyeshadow palette. I unfortunately have not tried those to tell you whether or not they're going to stain. There is a little bit of stain right here. I got water on it earlier, and the stain has not gone away at all. And you guys can see that I really played around with the shadows. Now one of the things I'm not the biggest fan of is that the palette itself has a lot of fallout, and I mean a lot of fallout. It got all over my desk, it got all over my hands, all over my face, it's all over my brushes. There's so much fallout to this palette, but it allows to have such pigmentation. So it's like a give or take when it comes to it. I definitely think the mattes are very pigmented. However, I did have some issues. If you guys saw this video, you guys will see that in the beginning, I struggled a lot. And I don't want to fully blame the palette. I definitely think it has to do with just my skill level, maybe the brushes that I have. But I think one of the biggest things that was a huge hinder on my eye look was this E.l.f. Smooth Set Eye Powder. I tried it out because it's a free product that I got, because whenever you purchase from E.l.f., they do like to include free full-size products. So I think that's freaking fantastic. But it just made my eyes so patchy. I tried, this is my 5th time doing this look, but now it's different, but I tried 4 times prior using that, and it just was so patchy, and I don't really know why that is. But when I tried it without the powder and I tried it the way that I like it, then it actually became beautiful. I didn't struggle with it at all. So that's what I want to say. It's not necessarily the palette. I think it's more of myself, but it did kind of like get me frustrated with this palette for sure. Like for sure, because there was one eye that I tried it without the powder and it was just a huge mess and I just got so frustrated. But trying it this way, I can safely say that these mattes have a lot of pigment to them. They did blend very easily into each other, so I can really appreciate that. And the shimmers themselves were absolutely gorgeous. I just used the shade Suki and Bailey, and they blended very nicely on top of each other and have such a beautiful look. And then I added this little topper right here, the Suki to My Heart eyeshadow toppers. There's 2 different colors. I use this one right here. I added on to the lid as well as the inner corner. I think it's just so cool. It kind of reminds me of the Stila Glitter and Glow, and I also really like the price points. This is $12. The palette itself is a $20 palette. Do I recommend this palette? I do. Am I frustrated by this palette? For sure. For sure, I'm frustrated by this palette, but I really do love the rainbow thing. This is the colors that Jkissa herself wanted to have for like the perfect rainbow. She does amazing, wonderful work. She loves colors just as much as myself, and it's why I was so enthralled by that one photo. I was like, I really want to mimic it, and I just couldn't. But I really loved what I created on my own and not use her photo, but did what I was comfortable with. Does it need some work? Of course it does, because I'm not perfect, but I really do like the palette itself. I definitely had some struggles. I think this color Paloma right here, it definitely struggled with a lot. It definitely got mixed in with other colors, and it's definitely polluted at this point in a sense that it is turning into the shade Tink because it's too blended together. I'm not a big fan of the shade Tink. I just found that it to be too patchy. I could not get it to blend whatsoever, but I really love the shade Thatcher. I think it is such a beautiful deep blue. It blended so beautifully. It's really nice and vibrant without that stupid powder. It's really nice and vibrant on its own. Peaky, I really loved. Yosemite, awesome, beautiful colors, and I really do enjoy this palette, but I can safely say that I had a difficult time with it. So that's my opinion. I do think it's worth it, but I did struggle just because today maybe could have been an off day, but I did struggle with this palette. But I really do like this on top. There's a lot of things. It's annoying, it's frustrating, but when you can get it to work, it works. You just might have to finagle it and work it like I did, 5th try at this point. But I do really like it overall. I do really like the cause of it. And I think the coolest factor for me personally is the added stickers. I think it's so cool. So Jkissa, I think you did a fantastic job on your collab again with e.l.f. Cosmetics. I think this is a wonderful collection. I really love the cost for it. I think the packaging is super cute. The formula definitely works. It did have a little bit of issues, but it is also e.l.f. And in my last e.l.f. Ocean and Earth, I did struggle with a lot. Like you can see my fingers are stained. I washed my hands repeatedly. They are stained. But I had some struggles, and I would still definitely recommend this palette because I still would use it. So I will also have everything linked down below where you guys can go and donate. You guys can sign petitions and make a change here in America because we really do need a change. It is 2020. And it's really, really heartbreaking what's going on right now. And I didn't want you guys to think that I was ignoring it at all, but I try to give some space. I try to, give you guys some time. I wanted other voices to be seen and to be heard and not to be flooded here on YouTube. But I do also want to use my platform to speak my mind and to say where you guys can go and help, because I know some people get really confused, and that's why I want to show you guys where you guys can go. So, if my lighting is weird, I do apologize. Like I said, we did move into a newer place. I'm trying to figure out the lighting. I'm not really big a fan of how it looks right now. I mean, I feel like I look like Casper on camera, but I could look different in the studio. I don't know, but it's been a day. It's been a day. So that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post every day, just depending. Also, make sure you guys head on over to my other channel. It's All for Their Life. You guys can see my cool, wonderful adventures with amazing fiance Corey. And as always, guys, I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. All right, guys, I want to start off by saying that what I really love about this is the balls, and that sort of back. So in July, so oh my God, to the angel allows them, because that, and I think that's do max out. They do max.